On July 24th, 2012, 12 high school students from Buffalo, New York and Lackawanna, New York had the golden opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. via a nonprofit program called Close Up Washington, D.C. Close Up Washington, D.C. is a civic learning workshop that uses D.C. as a living classroom, exposing students to the nation's unique history. Life-changing is the word often used to describe the impact of this experience on the students. Made possible through a grant from the Cultures of Giving Legacy Initiative, for 6 days these students had the opportunity to explore our nation's capital and meet other students from around the country.
Hello, my name is Ariana Cruz and I am from Lackawanna High School. I was on the close-up trip and it was completely life-changing. I met so many people, which was the greatest impact for me because I never knew that there were so many people out there that were great and amazing. I learned a lot of new things.
Hi, my name is Patience Lily. I'm from Massachusetts Avenue Project, and close-up was awesome. I love every bit of it. I learned new stuff about the government, the issue that's going on in our environment. Close-up really helped me change my interest because I want to be international business, and now I'm going to go to school to be a lawyer and try to be a part of the government system.
Hi, my name is TJ Hayes. I'm from the Southside Boys and Girls Clubhouse of Buffalo. I just want to thank you guys for letting me go on this trip. It was an amazing trip. The whole trip. There was not one thing I can think of. The mock Congress, meeting all these people from across the country, it was just an amazing trip. And now me going off to college for studying law and criminal justice is just giving me such an edge in that. So thank you.
Through this experience, students learn that they have a responsibility to participate in their communities. This video is a part of a Pay It Forward requirement. It's their chance to share what they have learned with their community. Presently, on Capitol Hill, there are 4 issues that are being debated: education, healthcare, democracy and human rights, and the global environment. Close-up students interviewed a few of their peers to see how they felt about these issues that will eventually affect them and their communities. They may be too young to vote, but not too young to care. Here's what their peers had to say.
I never went to school. When I came here, I started school in the 5th grade. So I was so excited to go to school. I woke up every morning to go to school because I didn't have the opportunity in Africa to go to school. My dad didn't have money to take me to school, so I was just in the house. So I think the kids here, or the Americans, they take education for granted. They should take it serious because everybody does not have that privilege.
And that's amazing because you started school for the first time in 5th grade, and now you're going to college. So I'm going to give you a round of applause.
The only bill that I really know of is the No Child Left Behind bill, the one that I believe Bush created, and that is where the teachers need to be highly qualified, and they want to close the gap between the kids who go to public schools and private schools, the ones who are in poverty, and then or the ones who are disabled and stuff. They want to close the gap between their education. And I know one con for that is that the teachers are the creativity of what they're able to teach and how they're able to teach, the quality of their teaching. Like it is they're not able to be creative with their own teaching, be unique, because they're limited to what they can do.
What are your opinions on Obama healthcare?
I feel like they should do it because everybody deserves healthcare. Everybody deserves to be taken care of by the government. and it's a shame that some people can't afford it and won't get the proper treatment.
Fight for my country because I love it.
I'll fight for my country because I think I have the right to protect my country in every way, and other countries too.
What major topic do you think today's youth should know about and care about?
I would say job rate.
You say job rate, so why do you think job rate is a major topic today?
Because youth, as they continue school, they need jobs, they need to learn more, and older people too. Because on the streets, I've been looking at older people don't have jobs, they need jobs. So if the president or the government could afford a job for people, and the people's lives will be better.
Well, I'll never marry a girl, or like I don't like seeing boys getting married or girls getting married. But like I can't be against it, and I can't judge it because it's like kind of me, and it's them, not me. So.
Well, I think reducing greenhouse gases is definitely important for our future and for the world that we're leaving our children. And I think it's important that we enforce laws both domestically and abroad to regulate the emissions of greenhouse gases. For instance, I know there's a controversy in China with China produces a lot of the world's goods, but they also produce a lot of the world's pollution now. And I've heard that there's been controversy with Walmart threatening to stop buying goods from them unless they make it even cheaper. And I know that the corporate powers that be are always going to want to save a buck and make an extra buck, but I think that's where government has to step in and police corporations to a certain extent and say, you know, for the health of the planet, for the good of the world, you know, you have to monitor your emissions, maybe imposing some sort of fines for excessive emissions, and making sure that, you know, the corporate powers don't, I guess, short the rest of the world by trying to make an extra buck, you know.
I'm from the Bell Center. I like to thank for this trip. It really brought a lot of things to me. Like me, our representative from New York. That was a good part. And we learned a lot in Congress and healthcare and all the other good stuff. And I thought the trip would be boring, which it wasn't. I met a lot of new people, a lot of new friends.
Hi, my name is Fowler Dowd, and I'm from Massachusetts Avenue Project, and the Washington trip was really awesome. I liked every bit of it, and I was really grateful for this opportunity, and I would like to do it again if I had the chance.
Hey, my name is Terrence Over, and I'm from the Boys and Girls Club of Buffalo, UNC Bear. And the thing that really impacted me on this deep trip was the DREAM Act. I really was interested in that because I don't understand why illegal immigrants can't have an education like the rest of us.
A little bit about his experience with interning on Capitol Hill. I think that it is one of the most important things that you can do as a college student. I wish somebody would have told me before I went to law school because I didn't do it until law school. And I think generally students of color and students that come from low-income communities often don't hear about these opportunities. And I'm not making that judgment on any of you all, but I'm simply saying to the extent that you have friends and you've been exposed to this program, you all know to tell people this is the absolute thing to do. So I want Jeremy to talk to you all a little bit about his internship and what it means and why he's here, whatever else he thinks that he should share, words of wisdom.
This is actually my second time interning for Congress, and as you guys know, some of you guys graduated, well, almost all of you guys just graduated from high school. So as you start to go to college and as you start to kind of plan all right, well, if I want to go to grad school, if I want to do this, a lot of them schools look at not only what you do in the classroom, but what you did outside. So when you intern, it's a great way to beef up your resume, and it's a great way to get a lot of the skills and tools that you need to go along. Interning is important for me because it teaches you a lot about doing the small jobs. For me, this is what I get out of it. I do a lot of some small things, but the smaller things are some of the most important things.
Hi, my name is Markayla Kuster. I'm from Buffalo Urban League, and this trip to me was wonderful. Like, my favorite part of the trip was the Nine Town because it was very relaxed, and you got to really view the monuments as they were instead of just talking about them. You could view them for yourself.
Hi, Jasmine Jones from Buffalo Urban League. I'd like to thank you for your sponsorship, and I had a lot of fun. My favorite part was the mock Congress, debating on all the different issues that were going on in the government. I've never really been like politically active. Like, history was like my worst class ever. Hated history class, but like I have a new view on it now, so I think I understand things more.
Instead of sitting there thinking of what you want to say, just speak up and say what you have in your head instead of like sitting there and saying nothing straight. Because your voice can make a difference.
I'm Evelise Torres, and I'm so happy and thankful to have been given the opportunity to come on this trip because it was literally kind of sort of life-changing because we met so many people, we learned so many things, we did basically like every tourist's dream, and we did it for free, and it was awesome.
Basically, like, okay, the whole thing for this trip was we're too young to go, but we're not too young to care. So I guess like we don't have to be able to speak to like the people that's like making a decision, but speak to the people that surround us, like our parents and all the grown-ups and stuff. Like, tell them your opinion. That way, like, you have a say, and I guess they can take it into consideration. And then